Hey everybody, welcome to another Paint the Edge Up, where I teach you to make a cool painting in about an hour and get a little drunk doing it. My name is Joel, and today we'll be painting this right here. I call it Lavender Zinnias, or Red Vase, I don't know. It's a cool little painting there. So, that's what we're doing today. I'll tell you what you need for this. Before I get to that, let me go ahead and follow, like, share, subscribe, search Paint the Edge Off. You'll find me. If you want to donate, I've got links up here and links to all my other stuff. So go ahead and do that. Also, I'm going to give away a free giveaway painting with all my, like I do with all my classes. All you got to do is correctly answer my subjective trivia question first in the comments, and I will send you a free painting of your choice. So, with that being said, I'm going to turn this down. There we go. Okay, with that being said, here's what you're going to need for this painting, okay? Some kind of canvas. I'm using 16 by 20. You can use a different size if you want, as long as it's got those same kind of proportions. I think it's 3 by 4, 4 by 5, something like that. Anyway, that's what my measurement's going to be for. You want some kind of canvas. I've got an easel, something you want to sit it on. You could also just lay it down flat if you want. I've also got a water cup. You're going to need water for acrylic paint. I've got paper towels for oopsie daisies. I've also got a blow dryer, which helps me dry my painting fast. Whiskey, which helps me emotionally. And then I've got some paper plates I use for my palette. These are just easy and cheap. You can use whatever you want for a palette. I just like paper plates because they're easy. I've also got some tools. I've got a pencil. I've got 2 pieces of chalk. One blue, one orange, so just a couple different colors to pick from, but that's just regular sidewalk chalk. You can draw on your acrylic paint with the sidewalk chalk, and then it comes right off, so it's a good way to sketch. I've got my big flat brush. I've got my medium flat brush. I've got my medium round brush and my baby round brush, my little bitty round brush. Paint colors. I've got white. I've got black. I have a raw sienna, which is just a tan color. Yellow ochre works good. I've got burnt umber, which is just kind of a brown color, light yellow. I've got bright red. I've got violet, aka purple, and I've got phthalo blue, okay? So those are all my colors, and I think that's everything you need for this painting. So with that, let's take a shot and get going. Okay, cheers. Well, I forgot how to take a shot there for a second. Okay. All right, let's get the old shot counter up and going. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to take our pencil and we're just going to draw a little line here, okay? So this is going to be about 1/4 of the way up the canvas. So, you know, about this much space. You know, hey Sharon. So that's about a hand's width for me. About 1/4 of the way up the canvas. Draw yourself a nice line. Alright, oh wow, look at that line. That's pretty straight, it's a little crooked. Okay, congratulations, let's take one more shot, okay? And cheers. I'm spilling my shots everywhere, okay. Okay, let's get painting. Alright, let's take your plate. Get some white and some yellow, and we'll get a little bit of our raw sienna. Yellow, raw sienna, and white. Okay, let's take our big brush out of our water cup, take it out, tap it off like a fancy artist. Take your brush, stir it around in that white paint. Okay, and what we want to do is start kind of right in the middle of our background and kind of work our way out. Now, at first, this white's going to be imperceivable, so it's going to look like I'm doing nothing, but I have white paint on my brush, I promise. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in here. I'm just going to kind of do this little X motion, okay? Basically, it's like making you're moving your brush in the, like a infinity symbol, right? Like a number 8 on its side, and I'm just pressing down in the middle, so I'm kind of just making little X's. I'm starting in the middle and working my way out. So I'm starting in the middle of this rectangular space. It could be. And I'm gonna go out all the way. Could be worse. Could be. Be worse. It could be. Now I'm using lots of thick paint so this stays nice and wet. So that way it stays wet and we can blend into it here in a minute. Oh man, take me. Take me. Alright, let's make sure we get all this covered. Lots of thick paint. And here we go. And we're painting. Look at us painting. Wow. We're such good artists. Oh, wow. We're such good artists. I like to patronize people as they paint. That's what kind of teacher I am. Okay. Here we go. We got white paint now. That's hard to see, but there is white paint on there, okay? Let's take some yellow. Actually, no. Let's wash our brush out. And let's start at the outside with our darkest color. So that's going to be raw sienna and yellow mixed together. Lots of yellow here. Some raw sienna. Get some of that in there. It's going to be kind of this mustard yellow. Whoa, whoa, rock and roll, blur. Okay, and let's go ahead and start out here. And I'm just going to go right around the edges first. I can go right across that line there at the bottom. Okay, we're just going to paint ourselves a happy little background here, okay? Okay, now I've got this around the edges. I'm going to go ahead and wash my brush out a little bit. And get some more yellow paint. Now I'm just going to go just yellow paint on my brush. And let's go inside a little bit here. Now my white's mixing with my yellow. That's good. I'm going to kind of make a little section in between my dark green, or sorry, my dark yellow and my white. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Little yeller. Alright. Alright. Now, I want to mix these together, right? Right? So, let's take our brush. Let's dry it off. I've got enough paint on my canvas. Just need to blend it. So, let's just start in here. And let's just start blending. Again, I'm doing that same motion, that little X motion. Now, I want to go in, but I want to leave some of this white, right? So I'm just going to keep wiping my brush off. I might even get a little bit more white and start brushing this in here. You know, I probably should have mixed white in with my other colors to start, but hey, whatever. Too late now. Let's take white right around this. I'm kind of closing in on that light spot in the middle. And now my brush is real light. So I can kind of brush that so it's getting lighter and lighter. Now I've kind of got this. And then I'll go out here and kind of play with this. Really brush that away so it's not such a harsh edge between the dark yellow and the light yellow. Let's brush it all away. Now I got a lot of paint on my brush again. I'm just going to keep wiping it off on my towel. Rock and roll. I can let some of these dark colors maybe come in some sections, so you know it can kind of vary. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle there. But if I do that, I want to make sure I got some white showing up at other places. So maybe I'll put some little white out there. Maybe a little white over here. Maybe a little white up here. Okay, now I got an interesting background that's getting lighter as it goes towards the middle. Look at us. Okay, well, step one done. Let's take a shot. Got our background. Okay, then we're gonna do the little brown, you know, tabletop, I guess is what it is. We'll do that next. And yeah, cheers. Okay. Okay, moving right along. I'm gonna have to turn this fan on. It's freaking hot out here. Okay, so anyway, okay. Alright, let's paint some brown tabletops in, okay? You know, I'm just gonna add some brown to the same plate. Here we go, I got my burnt umber, my raw sienna. I can take my brush and wash it out a little bit. Some of that yellow and white gets in there, it's okay. We're in life and death. Let's go ahead and just mix our white with some brown, see what happens here. And again, I'm gonna take a little bit of my raw sienna as well, just mix all these together. I like to think. Now we want some white mixed in with our brown because the white makes it a little bit more opaque, it'll cover better. And also I don't want the table that dark brown, okay? So sue me, alright? I don't want it that dark brown. Okay, just let it go, guys. I'm not making it that dark brown. Okay. Got a bunch of this color mixed up. Let's go ahead and paint the bottom part here. So, I'm just going to go ahead and go straight across and just start painting this in. Nice thick paint. Really glob it up. Oh yeah, that's a lot of paint. I like to think that those old songs still ring true. You were meant to. I'm gonna go right to this line, and when I get up here, I'm gonna take my brush, get some thick paint in there, and I'm gonna turn my brush this way, and I'm gonna make myself a line that goes straight across. I'm gonna do it a couple times so the edge is nice and solid. A little bit of my water. Bow, bow, bow. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of bump there, but you know, luckily it's in the middle. I can cover that with the old vase here in a minute. Good enough. Okay, before this dries, let's take a little bit of our white. Let's get a little bit more white paint on my palette. I sincerely didn't seem to notice. Okay, what I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of variations here sometimes. Just kind of put some of that around there, maybe some of this in here. I'm just kind of brushing some of this in, just a little bit of white, just to kind of give it, you know, it's not all the same. Kind of give it a little bit of streaks. You can kind of see these horizontal long streaks that look like, you know, I don't know, a table. Tuesday. Okay, before we're done, we need to make a little shadow area. Maybe right back to you. Okay, the shadow's gonna be purple and brown. So, I'm gonna pull a new plate out here from a purple. Let's take our purple. A little bit of purple there. I'm just gonna scoop up the brown off my plate. Alright, got some brown and some purple. Let's mix those together. You know, also, if your brown paint's still wet, you could just take purple right into it and mix it a little bit. But I want to go ahead and just get this color nice and good how I like it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find just the very center of this bottom rectangle, okay? So I'm just going to go about here's the middle. I'm just going to make myself a little I want it real solid at the top. Now this paint's wet. Maybe I should have just taken purple and mixed it in. Right back to you. Breaks your heart. kind of wiping off some of my paint too, because it's starting to blend in with this other one. Now, I'm gonna leave it like that. I want a nice hard edge. Maybe that. I want a nice hard edge, okay? I don't want this blending in. I want it hard edge because it's gonna be the shadow underneath my vase. Okay, so, you know, with that, maybe I'll paint my side edges, but we'll take a little break there. We'll blow dry. We'll, do the trivia question. Alright, so I'm gonna go back and get my brown. And yeah, start painting. So there we go. There's the first. We got our background done. Look at that. Alright, if you're painting at home, get that background done. If you're behind, just pause it and meet back up whenever you get done with that. Let me right back to you. Wash my brush. I get some yellow on there. I'm gonna paint my edges and my top edge. I'm not painting my bottom, okay? Don't paint your bottom till the end. If you paint your bottom before the painting, while you're painting, it'll dry to your easel and be. You could also do this at the end if you want, but I like to do it as I go. Breaks your heart. And yeah, hey, look at that. Look, we got through phase 1. Phase 1, cover the whole canvas in paint. Block in your colors. It's called blocking in. It's called dissing your dog. It's called blocking in, everybody. Block in them big spaces. And then we'll start going from there. Okay, so with that, let's blow dry, take a shot, and keep going. I'll put the trivia question up. Alright, let's take a shot. Actually, first, let's do the trivia question today is... How is my cat Philip sabotaging my life? Is it A, he's framing my dog for getting into the trash? B, he's making my car payments late? C, he's planting seeds of distrust between my father and I? D, he's checking my credit score repeatedly in order to lower it? E, he's replaced my heart medication with sugar pills? Or F, Philip is a saint and you're just paranoid? Okay, so you tell me. Give me a guess on how you think my cat Philip is sabotaging my life. Okay, let's take a shot. I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. Cheers. That's the trivia question. This is my cat Philip. Being in a bag. He's in a paper bag. But you can just see the saboteur in his eye. His right eye, his right, our left, his good eye. The other one's a cold dead eye that he got from battle, I think. He is a one-eyed cat. Somebody at work the other day, one of my coworkers was like, "Is your cat cross-eyed?" And I was like, "Oh, ha ha ha, yeah, because he's only got one eye." And they're like, "Oh, he does? I'm sorry." And I was like, "Oh, I thought you knew that." I unplugged my blow dryer. Hold on. Oh, jeez. No. Oh. Okay. Blow dryer came unplugged. Anyway, that's my cat, and today's trivia question is, how's he sabotaging my life? So, give it a guess, let me know. So, yeah, that's Philip. This is a cat. This is evidence that cats will mess with your credit score. It's not a far-fetched idea. So, first one to guess the answer correctly wins a free painting. Okay, now, some of this is getting dry, but this spot down here is pretty wet. And that spot's pretty wet, so gonna have to blow dry for a minute longer. Hey, you know what we can do in the meantime is take a shot. I can make you put your phone down. Okay. Shot number quattro. Wait. Quattro or cat? Catorce. Uno. Dos. Tres. Catorce. Remember that YouTube song where he said 1, 2, 3, 14? And they didn't change it. They left it in like that. Okay, let's take the trivia question down. Is this dry? It's actually pretty dry. Okay. Okay, so we got the background done. We painted our canvas in. We got the big spots blocked in. Let's go ahead and take our chalk. I'm going to take my blue chalk. Take whatever color works for you. But let's draw in our vase. Now, you know what? I feel like, whatever. Let's start in the middle. Let's just draw a line straight up, okay? Hat. Okay, and I'm going to bring this up to about here, kind of like right in the, a little below the middle of the brightest part. Maybe it's a little below. Basically, we want our, I'm going to go ahead and draw a circle. This is kind of our flowers. This is going to be the flower zone. So we want this kind of right below. You know, imagine you're kind of doing a ice cream cone, right? That down. Okay, now my shadow should probably be a little to the left. It actually should be a lot to the left. But we'll fix that later, okay? Let's not mess up the whole painting because I drew that a little, painted that in a little to the right. Okay, so let's just find the center of our canvas. Yeah, that's about the middle. So this shadow's not right in the middle of that. Whatever. Okay, let's draw a straight line at the bottom. Up here, let's put a straight line at the top. Now what we want to do is make sure it's the same length on both sides of our center line. We've kind of just got a big I right now, the letter I. Okay, make sure we've got that about the same on each side. Excuse me. And then let's connect those lines. There we go. We have our vase. There you go. You can kind of see it a little bit better there. Okay, wow, look at us. We're so good at this. Wow, it's amazing. Just see, there are places. Okay, we're gonna paint the vase in, but before we do that, let's put some little we're gonna put some little petals that are laying down on the ground. I'm gonna take my medium round brush. All right. This one right here. And let's go ahead. I'm just going to scoop this purple off this plate. I'm done with this plate. Screw this plate. Okay, I got some purple. Let's get some purple and some blue and some white. Purple. Blue. White. My white. Okay. I'm going to take my brush, get some purple, and just get a little dab of white on there. Just a little bit of white, just enough to lighten it up, just barely. Wants to wear a dead man's cat hat. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put some little petals laying on the ground. So I'm going to turn my brush kind of on this horizontal side, and I'm just going to make some little... Up here at the top, I'll have them a little closer together, maybe some little piles like that. Have some that are going behind my vase. Down here, I'll make some bigger ones, a little more spaced out, maybe one there. No, was that you don't know everything? Is what you see. There are places in between you want to go. Okay, there we go. We got that. Now let's take some more white. Get a little bit lighter purple here. And we're going to put this through, not on every one, but just jazz some of these up, okay? Just make them a little fancier. Because right now they're a little boring, which is fine. They're kind of, and I should probably make these splotches a little smaller. Don't go so big with these, maybe just a little bit. Maybe some don't even put any on there. I'm gonna leave that one alone just to do something different. Okay, purple, check. Let's do some blue, but let's take a shot first. Okay, again, if anybody wants to win a free painting, just answer this trivia question in the comments. I'll send you a free painting. How is my cat Philip sabotaging my life? Is he A, framing my dog for getting into the trash, B, planting seeds of distrust between me and my father? It goes on and on, okay? C, H, making my car payments late. Is he replacing my heart medication for sugar pills? Or am I just paranoid and he's a saint, okay? So that's the trivia question. Let's get some blue paint. Let's take our little round brush. Let's wash it out. And let's get some blue. And let's get a little bit of white mixed in. Just enough to lighten it up, just a tad. A little bit of white goes a long way with a little blue. It really makes the color a lot better. I think you really get some really cool different variations of blue when you mix it. I probably did a little too much purple petals. Probably got a little carried away. But let's put some blue ones just in the same way. Wherever, just in there with them. Okay, that's enough of that. I don't want to do too many. All right, now let's take some more white. Make a very light blue, ice blue, baby blue. Let's do the same thing we did with the purple. We put a little bit of light blue on there, kind of give them a little bit of a highlight. Maybe not every single one, but you know, most of them. Maybe I'll leave some of these alone. Okay, and you. Okay. Okay, now that we did that, let's we're gonna paint our vase in red. Get out of here, you stupid plate. Okay, here's my new plate. Man, it's hot in here. I'm sweating. Okay, what was I doing? Red paint. Take a shot. Man, my playlist is pretty heavy on the twos today. Okay, shot counter. 6 shots, let's go. Let's get some red paint. I got red. Let's get some white and some black. Okay, big brush. Now make sure we really wash that out, because we've had some yellow and some brown in there. We want to really make sure this is washed out and clean, so we can do some clean red paint. We're in the dark. We're on the way home from my parents' house. Now, those are my good friends' bands. I've known them my whole life. It's one of my friends' awesome bands that not really making music anymore, which sucks because they're so good. Okay, red paint. Let's take our brush, get some red paint on our brush, and we washed all the brown, the yellow out of there. Let's get just a smidge of white. I mean, just a smidge. Almost imperceivable. Shouldn't even barely change the color. I mean, barely. And then let's fill in our vase. Ha 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 ha. Way home from Christmas at my parents' house. Okay, excuse me. This first layer is just to kind of get a solid layer in there. On these outside edges, I'm turning my brush on the skinny side and dragging straight down. Holding my brush nice and perpendicular to the canvas. It's a kitchen sink. Let's see what I've been doing. I finished Moon Knight. I think the last episode was the last one. And it was pretty good, but kind of feel like this last episode they just crammed a bunch in. Where it's like, hey, yeah, maybe if you didn't fuck around at the beginning with stupid, oh, who am I? Like, just get to the part where all the stuff happens. But it was pretty good, I guess. I don't know. It was aight. Mainly Oscar Isaac's, acting was really good. He made it interesting, but I don't know. It was all right. I was a little. I was a little disappointed, I guess. It was a really good story. It just felt like rushed. It felt like kind of like the last season of Game of Thrones, where it's like, man, I feel like there's just so much more here. If you could just do it, if you had enough episodes or enough money or something to make enough. And okay, there's a vase. That's a vase. It's a little bit leaning more to the left than the right. I'll just make it a little wider at the top. I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm just gonna fuck it up more. So let's just do that. Let's blow dry it. Maybe take another shot. But Moon Knight was alright. I don't know. I also feel like Moon Knight's got some really cool, it's got some really cool places, and like, it could have looked so cool if it's such a different backdrop, like Egypt, and instead of everything just being in New York City. It's kind of cool, but they just kind of shot it like your typical Marvel movie, and I feel like if they went a little bit more artsy with it, they could have made it look a little cooler, but whatever. William says, hey Joel, it's getting later in the UK, but wanted to catch a bit of live stream. Hey, cool, glad you came, man. Thanks for watching. Do you want to win a free painting? Okay, you're guessing, William, he's guessing swapping the pills answer. Okay, yeah. Now that's a good guess, because he's always in the bathroom. He's always messing around in the bathroom. I don't know what he's doing. And you think, yeah, he's definitely not a saint. Well, yeah, again, this is a picture of Philip. He's got one. Oh, thanks. He's got one messed up eye, clearly from getting some kind of fight. He's a bad cat. Oh, he's a very good cat, I guess, but I've just never had cats before. But something makes me think that cats they're a little more devious. So today's trivia question is, how's my cat Philip sabotaging my life, Is he making my car payment late? I don't know. Is he sowing seeds of distrust between my father and I? I don't know. Maybe. You give it a guess. I won't tell till the end. Okay, so we got our first layer in. Let's do our second layer on the vase. Take your brush, get some water in there, and let's just get some nice red paint. No white mixed in this time, just bright, solid red paint. That first layer is just to kind of give it a nice solid base layer. Now let's just take some bright red, fill it in again. Feel me. East Coast, West Coast, dirty South, dirty. East Coast. Now, I'm going to go, you can go to the edges if you want. If you're afraid you're going to mess it up, you can kind of not go to the edges. It kind of still looks good if you don't. It kind of looks like Oh, it's a little more full in the middle. The outside edge may have a little shadow or something, so it kind of works if you don't go all the way edge. Okay, and then let's take a little bit of black. Now, I mean a little bit of black, because black goes a long way. You can always add more black, but if you start with too much, it's real dark real fast, so just start a little bit. I've been holding back this secret from you. Probably shouldn't tell it, but if I... Okay. Let's make it a good bit darker. Dark red. So I'm not just anybody. Okay, there we go. You got a good dark red. If your brush is too blobby, wipe it off there. You can scrape it off a little bit, dry it, wipe it. You know, I really need somebody. Do you have somebody? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and this I do want to kind of go right down the edge as much as I can. So you kind of got to go for it. I'll be waiting there. Okay. Gotta stop singing. Okay. And now I'm just going to take the wide side of my brush and just kind of blend this. I'm brushing real lightly, and hopefully it just kind of blends away into the middle. It's a little lighter as it gets to the middle. Here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and take this kind of down to the bottom. Oh, watch my back. Not just anybody. Maybe it's good to pull up. Pull up. And now I'm naughty. That's pretty good. You know, that's fine. Okay, now, again, wash your brush out really good because we're going to go to white now. Okay, so we want some clean, bright white paint. If there's any other colors on your brush, it won't be bright and white. It won't be clean. It'll be all mucked up. About to feel rapture. I let you know. This is BJ for wah. For what it's worth. Oh, okay. Watch my man. I'm not just anybody. Sometimes BJ, how is the UK now? My friend just moved to the UK. You loving it? Okay, white paint. Let's take our brush, get it all mixed in there. Okay, now I've got white paint. Here's what I'm gonna do. Get some white paint airbrush. Nice, solid, thick white paint. And what I want to do is we're going to put this little shine on our vase, okay? So the trick to this is that we're just going to use the wide side of our brush. You start here. We're just going to pull it down and lift off, okay? All right. Are you ready? All right, this is going to... What Bob Ross say? This is a test of your balls. This is just a little test of your testicles here. I think he said merit, but I like balls. Okay. Let's start here. I'm just going to drag down and lift off. There we go. Nice highlight. And I can do another one. Oh, whoa. The second one doesn't look as good as the first one. Oops. There we go. So we got a little highlight on there if you want. You could take your brush, kind of dry it off a little bit. And you could put some... You could brush a little bit of lightness in if you wanted. I don't really like it as much. I like just the highlights. Looks nice. But if you are A-type and you overwork everything, you know, go for it. You're probably not going to be happy with it, but whatever. Okay, look, that kind of made it a cool thing there. I don't even know what I did, but that was cool. Okay, so there's the vase, and let's take a shot. Okay, so again, I don't know, cats are funny. You know, my cat, literally the other night, Lacey heard a little tinkle in the bathroom, and she goes in there, and Philip was sitting on the toilet looking at her, and I think he peed in the toilet. We didn't teach him that. He just peed in the toilet. How crazy is that? Pretty wild. So he clearly knows more than he lets on. But yeah. Anyway, this is Philip in a paper bag. This is just a cat on the computer, probably messing with people's credit score. And, yeah. Oh man, this place, this room isn't. There's no air or heat or anything. So in the summer it gets so hot. Oh, my contacts are bugging me. Okay, let's get some yellow. Let's make some green. So let's grab some yellow on our plate here with our blue, and we'll make some green. And then we'll go from there. Let's take our little round brush, or sorry, our medium round brush. Wash it out because I had blue and purple in it. Let's make sure we get a little bit of that out. Certainly don't want purple in there. A little blue's okay. Okay, let's make some blue and yellow, mix green. As we all know, blue and yellow makes green. Okay, what I want to do here is make a pretty medium green, not too light, but on the lighter side. And let's put a little bit of white to there. Oh, excuse me. There's our green. Let's grab some white. We'll make it a little lighter. Okay. Okay, so we got a little good green here. Here's what I want to do next. Is we want to add our little stems, our little leafy, planty leaf things. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to start here. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to kind of drag and lift off. If you kind of twist your brush. Now red and green are complementary colors. Good job. I don't know if you can see my bald head. Nope. But those are complementary colors, meaning if you mix them together, they look like shit. But if you put them right next to each other, sometimes they look nice. I guess that's the good thing, but you don't want to mix them together because then you get poop color. Unless you're trying to paint poop. In that case, mix those complementary colors together all the time. You should probably wait till your paint's dry, but I'm impatient. Another thing you could do is start out here and then press down harder. You'll probably make the ends of your little stem leaf things there more solid, so maybe that's what I should do. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. I like to get a running start out of this sometimes. I'm just kind of like imagining these are all sprouting out from the middle of this. Going different directions. I always tell a story when I paint this one, but I remember the first time I painted this and I put it online, I called it lavender zinnias because I just made up a flower. I was just painting flowers and it looked the most like a zinnia to me. I was just looking up flowers and I'm like, oh, that looks kind of like that. What kind of flower is that? Zinnia, okay. And I put online and some lady's like, that's actually not a zinnia. It's actually, there's some older lady. And I was like, I actually painted it and it's not actually any flower. It's actually whatever the fuck I want it to be. So I always thought that was funny. Just that, like, I don't know what she was trying to, like, what is she gonna be like? Change the title of this because that, like, she saw a real flower in the wild. It's like you saw a painting that I made of a flower. I called it. Now, if you say, hey, that doesn't really, you didn't really make those look like zinnias. That's one thing. But if you're just like, that's actually not a zinnia, that's a daffodil or something. It's like, well, it's actually not real, so it can kind of be whatever I say it is. I always think that's funny, just because people are just funny. on the internet. There's no context on the internet. You're just... Everyone puts their own tone to every comment. You have no idea what people are really sounding like. Okay, I'm gonna take some... So I took some more yellow, made a lighter green over here. Probably take a little bit more white, too. So now I've got a little bit lighter green. I'm gonna put a little highlight on some of my stems. Okay. Yeah, my contacts, I just put them in. When I don't work for a couple days, I take my contacts out for a day or two and let my eyes heal, you know? It's like I'm not going anywhere, I'm not seeing anybody, I want my glasses on. But I have a bunch of people at work who are like, I didn't know you wore glasses and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, I wear contacts. And they're like, oh, I tried contacts, couldn't do it. It's hurts my eyes and it's insane to put them in every day. You're just like, you know, and it's crazy. And you know what? Honestly, you're completely right. It is crazy. It's kind of a pain in the ass all the time. I wear contacts because I've worn contacts since I was in like 4th grade. I think when I was a kid, I had glasses and I was like, get me out of I want contacts. And I hated it in 4th and 5th grade, but I just pushed through it, and I've had contacts my whole life, so I don't even think about it. But yeah, if I was like an adult and I was like, do I get contacts? I'd be like, no. Just hurt. It's weird. It's this thing in your eye at all times. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I mean, it's not terrible or anything. I'm just saying, like, if you're like, I don't know if I'd like it, like, you probably wouldn't. No, it's not comfortable. I mean, after a while, you just forget it's there, but, you know, cheers. All right, shot crowner. We're at 8 shots, everybody. Congratulations. If anybody wants to win a free painting, today's trivia question is, how is my cat Philip sabotaging my life? Is he A, framing my dog for getting into the trash? Is he B, making my car payments late? Is he C, planting seeds of distrust between my father and I? Is he D, checking my credit score repeatedly in order to lower it? Is he E, replacing my heart medication with sugar pills? Or is he F, a saint and I'm just paranoid? Okay? So give it a guess. Tell me which you think it is. Rant. Did you guys hear that? My dog barked. Okay, this should be dry. It's totally dry. Okay, what's left? Some flowers? Okay, let's do the purple flowers first. And you know what? I'm gonna get a new plate because I just literally can't even right now with that plate. I literally can't even. Let's throw these towels away. Let's take the trivia question down. But this is, let's put Philip up though. Oh, Philip. He's a little cutie cat. He is adorable though, right? I mean, he's pretty cute. Except for that demon eye of his. He's cute other than the demon eye, really, but he's a little cutie boy. He's just so sweet. He comes up and loves on you. He's just Kind of comes up and loves you though. He's a little pushy about it though. The only thing is he's kind of like forces it, you know, where it's kind of like, okay, no means no, Philip, but he just doesn't. You've got to really be forceful with him so he doesn't. He's a pushy lover, okay? Oh no, this is gonna squirt everywhere. Okay, I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay, what am I doing? I'm painting flowers. Okay, so let's take our small flat brush. And let's start with our purple flowers. So let's get some purple. A little bit of white. Just enough to notice it. Very little amount of white. Be a dreamer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by just making some big circles, okay? I'm just going to basically make some circles, alright? I'm going to do just basically that, right? Just kind of a oblong, you know, shape. Now, here's the thing. This is our circle, right? We're going to cover a lot of these little green things up. I like to press down, just kind of smush my brush and just let it dance there. Just let it dance back and forth. Just let it dance. I like to just let it dance a little bit. Let's take our brush, let's just let it dance there. Okay, there's that. And I'm just gonna basically keep going here, okay? Cover up a lot of the base of these green, but I'm leaving space for the blue flowers too, okay? So, you know, you can leave it kind of, you know, leave some of them because you're gonna paint blue flowers too. Sleeping, but I'm still up, drinking, thinking. Well, that's kind of a nice little circle. Well, until the end, it was nice, but let's get the big ones in. Go to that place, but I hope I stay alone. Hope I can stay alone. Till all my days end. Well, you know what? Let's not forget. Let's put a little flower down here at the bottom. This bottom corner's got a little purple flower right there. Then I'll have a little blue one in front of it, but let's just get the purple one on first. Now, again, this is kind of like the first layer of the vase. We're kind of putting this on to begin with. And then we'll go back with purple, finish those up. Then we'll do blue. Then we'll probably come back and do some mo purple. Mo purple, mo problems. Am I right? Say what? Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. I keep seeing something move on my floor, and I think it's a bug, but it's a big patch of fur from my dog that's blown across the floor. Now, I've got kind of the big ones in the middle. Let's put some smaller ones out here. Maybe a couple little ones floating out there. Maybe a little one out here. Okay, it's a good start. Let's do that. Okay, so we'll start there with purple. And then, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a shot. Hee. Uh-oh. I think Oscar Isaac, though, is a really good actor. He was the guy in Moon Knight. But he's in so many more. Did anybody ever see Suburbicon? Yeah, Suburbicon was a cool movie. It's a Coen Brothers movie. I really like Coen Brothers movies. I'm gonna blow dry these for a minute. Somebody's singing Lacey's home. Okay, let's give these just a little blow dry. Maybe take another look at my cat pictures. There's a cat on the computer. Hey, where are you going with that? This is a picture of Philip. There's Philip. And then here's the trivia question again. If anybody wants to win a free painting, tell me how my cat is sabotaging my life. Alright, I gotta remember how I painted these flowers again. I think I started the dark color. So, let's just get straight purple. No white this time, just purple on my brush. I'm looking. Just dark purple. Just our regular purple. And what we'll do is we're going to start in the middle. How the frick did I do this? Okay. Let's put a little dark spot in the middle. So I'm going to go through each of these. A little dark spot in the middle. Oh shit. And I'll put a little around the bottom edge. It would be... Yeah, okay, wait. I got it. Okay, so if here's a little dark spot in the middle. It's hard to see there, I know, but that doesn't make it any better. There's the dark spot. And then I'll take some more purple, and I'll put a little dark around the bottom, and then right around the top there. Or right around the inside edge there, okay? That's okay, Sherry. How are you? Thanks for stopping in, Sherry. I've still got a good amount left. I'm not done. So if you want to keep watching, I'll be on for a minute. Or if you don't want to, I understand. Say hey, yeah, baby. So we're mainly putting a little dark spot in the middle there. You know, I think I need to put some black in here in my purple. Alright, let's take a little bit of black and mix it in our purple. Let's make a nice dark purple. And get more purple. Alright, let's take a little bit of this black in here with our purple. You persuade me. This is going to show up a lot better. Okay, let's take some black and purple. And it's a little bit darker. We need a little bit more black. Excuse me, okay? I'm sorry I burped. Everyone just get off my back, okay? I'm sorry. You know, kind of what I'm doing is like, if you imagine this is like a little pupil of the eye, right? And you kind of underline the bottom lid. But then the top lid, you kind of draw a little line. Oh, look, it's a little angry eye. I don't know if you can see that at all, but whatever, it's there. Let's do it this one. Here's a little middle, right? There's a little center. Again, there's a little bottom eyelid. We kind of outline the very bottom with dark color. But then on the top, we kind of do a little, right? It's right above that. Right? You see that? We kind of make a little, here's the pupil, then above that, we kind of make a little line right there. And that will be, that will make more sense later when we add the light colors. Yeah, bear, bear. Long as you stay away. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now let's add our light colors. This is where we really jazz it up. As the kids say nowadays, let's jazz it up. They'll go, hey, let's get jazzy and jazz it up. They're all like, oh man, remember when we were 3 years old in 2006? Let's jazz it up. That's what all the kids are saying. Okay, a very light purple. A little bit somewhere in this range here. Not extraordinarily, not extremely light, but much lighter. It's pretty light. Okay, let's take our light purple. And let's do... Oh yeah, there we go. We're gonna put this... now this is kind of one... Here's a good example. Let's do this one. Let's go around the top one. But then around here, I'm gonna kind of put the white, a light color around here. Hopefully I'll do a little better on the next couple. Maybe a little bit more white, actually. Maybe a lot lighter. I don't know. Okay. This guy's a local guy. I've met him before. Randall Shreve. Okay, there we go. It's pretty good. Let's do some down here. Oh, I didn't put the dark spots on yet. Okay, so there's some flowers. There's a good start. Let's, I don't know if I really love it. It's okay, I guess. I'll take more purple. More dark purple. And just fudge with this. Alright, I'm just gonna go a little crazy here. Because you know what? It's my painting, okay? Try to stop me. Oh, you can't. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go crazy. Okay, you know what? That's an... Okay, sorry. Sorry I flew off the handle like that. Let me just come back and... Let's blow dry and do some blue flowers, and we'll keep going. I'll probably take one more shot. One more shot. Oh. Oh, if anybody wants to win a free painting of your choice, just answer this question. How is my cat Philip sabotaging my life? Is he A, framing my dog for getting in the trash? B, making my car payments late? C, planting seeds of distrust between my father and I? D, checking my credit score repeatedly to lower it? E, which has been guessed already, He's replaced my heart medication with sugar pills. So that one's off the table. One's already been guessed. Or F. Philip is a saint and you're just paranoid. Give it a guess. I wonder if these are dry enough to just start doing the blue ones. Okay, medium flat brush. Wash it out. We'll get some blue. Alex says A is a strong guess, which is that he's framing my dog for getting in the trash. That's a good guess. Sherry says C, which was planting seeds of distrust between my father and I. Here's a look at him. I mean, look at that. Look at that. His left eye, our right eye. He got it clearly from some kind of battle he was in. Okay, let's just take straight phthalo blue. Let's start doing the same thing. Let's make some little circulars for the blue flowers. There's a little circular blue. I'm kind of just going to start filling in some gaps here, okay? But I'm pretty sure, and I did take Philip to a cat ophthalmologist, and he said, yep, he's blind in that eye, can't see out of it. And I was like, okay, alright. Kind of knew that. Pretty sure. And he's like, yeah, probably got it from kind of scrap, can't see out of it. He's like, I don't think it's glaucoma, could end up being that way, but don't think it is now. But he said you're going to want to get it removed because eventually it can cause a tumor in his head. And I'm like, oh god, I don't want that. Really don't want him to have a tumor in his head. So someone had to get it removed, and he was like, how much does that cost? Like, well, we do it just $1,800, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. But this was like a highly regarded pet ophthalmologist guy who's only in town once every 2 weeks. Like, he's all over the place. Anyway, so I think there's cheaper options. My mom said her vet took her dog's eye out for like $200. The guy's like, yeah, I'll pop it out there for you, you know, and he just popped it out. So I'm trying to, maybe my vet will just pop his eye out. Maybe if I say it like that, okay, will you pop my cat's eye out? Like, you mean have surgery and remove him? Like, yeah, I mean, I guess, or just pop it out. It's like, yeah, I'm not looking for all that, I'm just looking for a little pop out. Just give him a little pop out. Okay, but you know, it's not really just like a pop out, it's a surgery for an eye. Nah, just pop it out. Give the old, yeah, just pop it out, okay? Look, I'm not looking for anything fancy. I'm not looking to spend a bunch of money, just pop it out, okay? Okay, there's blue, look at us. Okay, let's do one more down here, though. Can't forget about this one. Okay, there we go, look at that. You know, it's not very clear, it's hard to see on the camera. Is it blurry? Yeah, I could do it myself. Good one. I think I'd throw up before I got to the point where I even took his eye out. I couldn't do that. Man, I couldn't be a doctor. Time I've even like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I say that, but like when it's other people's, I feel like I'm good at like helping people, like when they get a cut or something, I'm good at like, I think I'm just good for caring for people. But when it starts getting like surgery and stuff, I am not your guy. I am not gonna, needles, I could not put a needle in somebody. I would vomit. I'd throw up so fast. Okay, I'm going through and putting my dark dot in the middle of all my blue flowers. Oh god, just needles in general, just fucked up. It's just this little tiny thing that's just penetrating you. Gross. Needles. I don't know. I couldn't. Ugh. To go in and do surgery and cut a cat's eye out. Oh my god, freak out. I could do it, but I just the whole time it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I've been doing that the whole time. I could not sit there and do surgery on a fucking anything. Okay, I'm taking my dark blue and I'm kind of outlining the bottom of my flower, going around the bottoms here. Okay, let's make it look good now. Let's add the light blue. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get my cat's eye removed at some point. Which first I'm getting him neutered and chipped so I can let him be an outside cat because he clearly wants to be an outside cat. He was an outside cat. He was a stray cat who was getting in scraps and getting his eye fucked up. So. Need to get that covered, and then I'll get his eye removed. Okay. Light blue. Light blue, light blue. Have you ever been alone in a lighted room? Jack's Mannequin, anybody? Okay, so basically I'm kind of bringing these big colors down in here. Right under. And then right under the dark spot in the middle. To kind of show that, you know, petals and form and stuff. You know what? Figure it out. Figure it out. Why don't you figure it out? Why don't you figure it out? There. You're softer than 10 ply button. Is everybody invested into, the hockey playoffs right now? The Bruins I think they're done now. I mean, I'm sure everybody's pretty devastated by that I know. I'm sure we're all watching hockey playoffs like every day. Oh yeah, I just am so invested in the hockey playoffs right now. I love the Bruins. Oh yeah, I'm a huge hockey fan. I actually like hockey a lot. I need to start watching it. I've been getting it. I kind of was getting into hockey. I just have a friend who's crazy about it, and he's a little too crazy. A little too crazy about hockey. Man, I'm just sitting here rooting for the Detroit Lions. I'm like, Super Bowl next year, Detroit Lions, duh. Now, they did have a good draft, though, which is pretty cool. I was kind of happy with their draft, actually, which was surprising. They didn't have bad drafts, really. Just, actually, you know, I don't even know if I'm that excited. Every time I'm just like, I think I'm excited, and I'm like, they'll fuck it up somehow, and it's gonna suck. Okay, I think I got my flowers mostly in. Maybe they're all a little too horizontal. Maybe this one here. Let's do this to a couple of them. They're all so wide. You know what? That's pretty good, I think. Maybe I'll take just some bright white. Oh, what's up, huh? Oh. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, I like that. Up drunk, too. Let's take some white. On my white. Let's put some white in there. Put some on the purple ones too. Don't discriminate with the white. Put that white on all these, okay? Everybody gets some white. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I like the white color. It looks cool. The contrast is so expressive. It's so evocative. It really is just channeling so much inner emotions. This is why I could never be a professional, real high. I don't know. I mean, I could be, but I don't know. I can't go through with the phony bullshit. Think you're God kind of like expressing things that. Dude, everyone does this. Like, everyone has feelings. Like, even rock stars get so full of themselves. It's like, yeah, you made some cool stuff, but. You know, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it, you know? I'm not gonna get into that. Because. It's a whole. You know. Can of caterpillars I don't want to open. You know, that's a whole. It's a whole, you know, can of snails I don't want to get into. Look, you want to get into that? You don't want to open that can of slugs. It was a weird noise. Sometimes I think my house is haunted. Someone else think their house is haunted? These weird noises, and it's like, is that coming from inside the wall? Is it, what is that? Like, I hear a noise and I'm like, is there someone 5 feet away from me? What's happening? And then I'm like, oh, I have been doing mushrooms and peyote all day. Well, maybe all these painkillers are making me think that my house is haunted. Yeah, I'm kind of going a little too much white, but I like it. I'm just going ham with it. And by the way, ham means hard as a motherfucker, just so everybody knows. I didn't know that for a long time, and when I found out, it really changed my world. So just so everybody knows, ham means hard as a motherfucker. So, yeah, use that. Do with that what you may. Okay, I think we did it. I think we made our painting. Congratulations. Oh my god, I didn't take enough shots. Okay, so, again, a last chance to answer the trivia question. How is my cat Philip sabotaging my life? You've got some different answers there. You know, look, what's he doing to me? He's definitely up to something. He's peeing in the toilet now, which we didn't teach him. Ah. Okay, so, let's sign our name, and then we'll paint the bottom edge, and, call it a day. There's that. There's that. Okay, let's paint the bottom edge. Okay. Okay. And, you know what else I don't like? I don't like memes that say no one and then they say something. It's like, just say the thing. The no one thing is literally pointless. Or just say, hey, no one asked, or like, no one. Bad doing this. You don't need the no one part. You could just have it, doing this. For no reason, ha. No one. Literally no one. Like, no one ever. I think my problem with memes is that you just have to assume the setup, you know? Like, they're just like, da-da-da, okay, here it is, and here's my one little thought. Which I like. Here's the thing, I like memes. They're funny, but any moron could make a meme, you know? It's just like one little funny thought you have, and you're just like, I'll put a picture of this and just I don't know, or they'll label something, like just right over the picture, like, the military industrial complex, Jenny from, this thing. And it's like, I guess. I'm doing a lot of the work for you here to make this joke funny. You know, I'm not gonna complain anymore, though. Okay, I'm done complaining. Hey, everybody. Today's trivia question was, how is my cat Philip sabotaging my life? The correct answer is H. He's been replacing my heart medication with sugar pills. So, BJ wins. I'm gonna have to send a painting to the UK now, though. She's gonna be tough. But also, Alex wins because he did get into we left them both home and the trash was out. Now, Philip seemed fine, and Rant, my dog, was acting guilty, but I think that's just dogs and cats. Like, I think Rant just kind of like partook in it, but Rant wouldn't get in the trash. He hasn't done that in forever. Well, I mean, he's gotten into some stuff once in a while if we leave him out for too long, but I know Philip was the instigator in that situation. Philip didn't give a shit. He was just like, yeah, hi, pet me, you know? But yeah, no, well, Alex, if you want to know, I mean, yeah, Rant would, if he's been home for like 12 hours, he would, but I don't think he did that week. I think Philip got in there, and I think Rant, you know, partook in the spilled trash pleasure and found some food and ate some and probably felt guilty about it, but I will say, I have been taking heart medication because, look, there's no easy way to say it. I've had 2 heart attacks already, and Philip, I think, is trying to claim my throne, and I've just noticed him in the bathroom a lot, and then when I yell Philip at him in the bathroom, he stops, and then a pill bottle falls over, and I've noticed a lot more heart palpitations, and I don't know for sure. I'm gonna have to set up a camera, but Alex, you win a free painting, and BJ, you win a free painting, and congratulations, everybody, and you know, and there's the old red vase lavender zinnias painting. That's all I got for today. Okay, goodbye. I love you all. Have a good week. Oh, today is National something day. I forgot to mention that. It's National, like, eat what you want day or something. So, you know, eat what you want. Okay, bye.